Grandma had a difficult childhood. Very poor, very poor, and as soon as she could get work in one it was pitiful work in Ireland. You could hardly earn any very little money, but when the war came on, World War II, she took her sister and they went to England and worked there, mostly as nannies, and but after a while they went to school and had jobs as secretaries, and a nurse.
Now, her and Kate, were they the only two girls, or were there?
Oh, there was a bigger family. She had girls and boys, sisters and brothers, and they wandered all over the world, India, Canada. Most of them ended up in the U.S. one way or another, or in the U.S. area, stayed in England.
Do you know who the eldest was? Where was Grandma as far as her birth in the family? Like where was she? What was she in the family? And was she the eldest? Was she the middle?
Oh, no,
you know?
She was one of the more in the middle. Yeah.
And did you ever meet her parents?
No, I never met her. Let's see, did I meet her parents? No, I met her oldest sister, and several lived in England, and several living in Ireland.
We met Mary, because we met Mary.
Pardon?
Her sister Mary.
My sister Mary?
Her sister Mary.
Her sister Mary? Yes.
And then there was one with Jack, was her husband, Jack Victor.
Yes. That was a family. Yeah, that was a family. They, but you don't talk about other people. No.
And there was one in Dublin, a Brown in Dublin, as I recall.
Yes. Jack Brown and his wife Peggy.
So there's a lot. Do you know how many kids?
I think it was 6. I know one. Yeah. I thought it was 6. With Mihal up in Canada.
Mihal?
Yeah, Gaelic for Michael. I met him.
Well, yeah. No.
And one sister died at age 14 of measles.
Oh God.
Yeah, Mary's husband.
I think Mary was the oldest.
Unfortunately, he was a Protestant, and his family never forgave him for marrying a Catholic, and their family hardly recognized their children. So we Italians are more liberal.
Yes.
We accepted that.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't ask you how tall you were.
But what if Grandma Dee had been Protestant? Well, would your family have cared?
Martin, they would have accepted what I.
That's good to know.
Oh, I'm sure. They accepted me because even though she was Irish, and I said, well, why would they?
So that was more of an issue than.
Right. No, but no, they really accept her and more as a real daughter than as a daughter-in-law. And they got to depend on her too. I mean,
she was a worker.
yeah.
And then there was
more. They were more. They felt they could depend on her more than on me. They know. No, because she was. No.
Were they right?
Oh, sure. Yeah. No.
And so then she came to the United States with Aunt Kay, and they both stayed in New York,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
And do you know how
and
close
brother,
they were in
and
age?
brother Mike, I said, what the kind of pardon?
Do you know
in
how,
age,
yeah.
about 2 years.
So they were close in age,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they were very different.
Yeah. When they came here, they worked for, I say, wealthy families. I may have told you this before. In New York and out at Long Island. What is?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Parkers. Mom worked for them, right?
Yeah.
I met them.
There were two brothers. And one lived in Park Avenue. Well, I told you, Park Avenue, and the other lived out in Long Island.
So they were together.
And Grandma, being the oldest, told her sister, I'll work for New York because it's not a safe place, and you can go out to Long Island and be the nanny out there. Of course, they had a country home and people lived with it, and kind of not as well as it's not a city place; it's a country place, and they're more used to country place. No. No, it's a.
And then she made the wise decision of walking into Di Palma Market. Then Mom made the wise decision of walking into Di Palma Market.
Oh, well.
Lucky,
Whatever.
Lucky her.
Yeah, no.
Grandpa, do you know what Grandma's parents did for a living?
Where they lived.
No, what did they do? Were they farmers? Do you know what her parents did?
They were small town people. Montauk was you walk through it. Most Irish towns are fairly small.
Do you know if they were farmers or?
No.
No, they were not farmers.
Yeah.
He worked for the post office a little bit. I think she was mostly a housewife.
Yeah.
I don't think she worked out of the home, but I don't know for a fact.
There's a big difference between Mom's home in Ireland and my grandparents' home in Italy. I mean, Italy was the